back to Market on Close. I'm Marley, Kayden here in Chicago alongside Sam Vadas at the New York Stock Exchange. Some final thoughts on today's session. One of the big stories for me, cryptocurrencies. They rebounded today some after a flash crash over the weekend saw a massive erosion in market cap. In what's now being called Black Friday, $500 billion was wiped from the crypto market in one of the biggest single-day slumps we've ever seen. Leveraged traders were forced to liquidate positions to the tune of $19 billion. The price of Bitcoin briefly plunged to almost $100,000 per Bitcoin from a peak of $126,000 that we saw earlier last week, but now at the close was at about $115,850, up about 1% on the session. And even with crypto trying to bounce back, the market's higher today, and the president seemingly trying to defuse the situation with China, we saw gold touch a fresh all-time high. The metal went above the $4,100 mark today, alongside silver also touching a new record high. Now, technical indicators show that both metals are currently overbought, but most of the guests that we've had on the show say that they expect these rallies to continue to the upside. Those are some of the things that caught my eye today, Sam. How about you?
Well, Marley, memory names had a great day. SanDisk rallying in double digits. Micron, you and Alex touched on that earlier with that double upgrade, and also talking about super cycles. Western Digital also up today. Storage stocks are really emerging as big beneficiaries of the AI hype. You had Wells Fargo just upping its price target on SanDisk to $115 from $50, indicating a much more bullish outlook. That's quite a significant jump. Citi raising its price target on Western Digital to $135 from $110, and keeping a buy rating on the shares, saying they're positive on the space heading into earnings thanks to solid supply, demand dynamics, and long-term tailwinds from artificial intelligence. And of course, one of the big names set to report this week is Samsung, so we'll get a bit of a temperature check on that one. Oracle also popping 5% today. The rally came amid a broad recovery in technology stocks, suffice to say, but also as its Oracle AI World event got underway in Las Vegas. This is the 4-day event, which used to be called Cloud World, but is now called AI World, highlighting where everything is heading right now. And according to the event website, Larry Ellison will give a keynote speech tomorrow, so analysts are going to be looking for more color on recent announcements, like with OpenAI, but they also want to see if this event is really a chance to reassure investors about the huge rally in the stock this year and what is going to be coming next. So we're going to be watching out for that tomorrow. But what else are you going to be keeping your eyes on tomorrow, Marley?
Well, of course, bank earnings. We've been talking about them, previewing them. They start tomorrow morning. We'll feature Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan Chase, Citigroup, Wells Fargo, just a few of those reporting before the bell. Now, analysts at CFRA say that Goldman Sachs is set to be the biggest winner in the space, but overall expecting global U.S. banks to beat consensus estimates across the board. Goldman has one of the best track records for beating on both revenue and EPS, but we did see some outsized gains in EPS for Citigroup last quarter. Investor focus for Goldman likely to be on investment banking and trading numbers. For JP Morgan and for Citi, the street will want to see solid gains from credit cards and total loan volume growth. For Citigroup specifically, though, any developments in the bank's streamlining as a part of its broader turnaround will also likely be in focus. Sam, what will you be watching?
Yeah, it's interesting. One guest putting it to me today. You can't trust the headlines, particularly when it comes to the consumers. The numbers are going to say it all. But going to be watching the bond market. That reopens tomorrow. We'll also hear from Jerome Powell. So we'll be gauging, no doubt, reaction, Marley, to what he says just after midday. I believe it's 12:20 Eastern. We'll also hear from a number of other Fed speakers, including Bowman and also Waller, for a sense of where they stand on things in the absence of official government data. And as we get closer very much to this next meeting, the markets are widely pricing in right now 25 basis point cuts still, but we're expecting to get the inflation report now on October the 24th. Will just be days before the next Fed meeting. But we'll also get an update on the global economy from the IMF with its World Economic Outlook briefing at 9 a.m. Eastern. This is important given the uncertainties around wars, tariffs, and other geopolitical issues right now. We want to get an update on how the global economy is adapting and managing so many policy shifts and global cost currents right now, Marley.
Well, thank you so much, Sam. We'll have all those earnings for you tomorrow morning, but that's going to do it for us on Market on Close today.